back at it again with those trigger points. Today we're going to look at trigger points in our hamstrings and our glutes. And we're doing those together today because they can refer some of that lower back pain. And we're going to just stay on that posterior, the back side. So we're going to kind of work on those together, and I'll show you some neat tricks with the foam roll and the tennis ball. We'll start out with the foam roll, and we'll work on the hamstrings, the back of those thighs, okay? And similar to if you saw our calf video, we just do an inch or two at a time. I might have to come up on my hands, right, and lift my butt just a little bit, and like I said, I'll work up and down an inch or two at a time, and then I can rotate that leg inside and outside. When I found that spot where I feel like I've got a trigger point, I'm going to hold that for 30-40 seconds, or I can kind of roll through it a few times. That is a preference as well, and if you feel that release by rolling through it, great. If you want to hold that 30 seconds and you feel that release, that's great too. Some of those trigger points in our hamstrings can also refer that pain to the back of the knee. So if you do feel that discomfort in the back of the knee, it is a good idea if you want to check those hamstrings and roll those out and see if you feel that referred pain. Okay, just a way to kind of check that out. While we're on that, right, we can go straight to the other leg for our hamstrings. This is also a choice too. You can rotate like we talked about, rotating that leg till we find that spot. Another option could be if you're on that hamstring on one leg, you can work through that hamstring, and then you can go right to that same side, the glute, where we come up on that foam roll. I can have that leg straight, roll through that. I'm rotating to the left, to the right, as I'm going up and down that foam roll till I find that spot. And then another cool trick is getting deeper into those muscles. That leg I'm working on for that glute, I'm going to cross that ankle onto that knee and move some of that out of the way to get to those deeper muscles, and then I can keep rolling, okay? So those are some really neat tricks. And then when I'm ready, I can go to the other side. For my hamstrings with the tennis ball, I also like to, when I need to get a little bit further in there, in those deeper muscles, I like to get a tennis ball, find that spot on my hamstring. I had already found it with the foam roll, right? And then I'm going to find it right underneath that leg, in that chair, and press down. I can control how much weight I'm pushing on that tennis ball, and I can also move that leg forward and back and roll it until I found that spot. I found that spot. I can feel that one going right behind the back of my knee, so I'm going to hold that 20-30 seconds. That's one of my favorite ways to get to the hamstrings, and it's just easier in that chair. Similar to the foam roll with our glutes, the tennis ball, again, with that sock or without, I'm going to go ahead and just take this out just so you can see it a little bit easier. If I use the foam roll and found that trigger point, I'm going to pinpoint it with that tennis ball a little bit better on that spot. I can do this on the floor. I can also do this on the wall, okay? There's pros and cons to each. But I can do that trick where I cross that ankle on that knee, and I'm rotating left to right to find that spot, or I can have that leg straight, okay? And adjust that tennis ball as I need. Found it, hold that 30-40 seconds, okay? Really neat. If I'm going to do that on the wall, same idea. I find that spot, push up against the wall. I can even cross that ankle over. But definitely, those hamstrings and glutes can be contributing factors for trigger points that can contribute to that lower back pain. So it's a really good idea to roll those out and just assess on your own how they feel. And if you feel any of that lower back release, that pain release from that lower back as you're working on those hamstrings and glutes. But take your time. It's your body. Everybody's different. And have fun. Thanks, guys.